How do these rooms make you feel? Red.
Right.
So I think most people would agree, red, stop. A lot of people see red and they think stop, obviously. We have a red button on our website. It's just like, it's the schedule a consult button. And a friend of mine was saying, you shouldn't use red. That's saying stop. And I'm like, I don't know. I think it's saying like, I'm important.
Hey, here I am.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can obviously use red in different ways, but strength, power, energy, danger, some pretty common emotions that associated with red. Now, if I associate red with danger or
You may not want to put it in your house.
yeah, so why are we using reds in our home? That would be my question.
For a while there, red was a big, back in the 80s, 90s, I guess, with the red dining room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everything was red. Yep. Red dining room.
A deep red. Yeah. And one thing from a painter's point of view, from an installer's point of view, I owned a painting company in college, so I painted a lot of rooms, and that was in the late 80s, early 90s. I was in college, so those deep reds were very popular.
Yep.
You have to paint, if you're painting a wall deep red, you have to paint 4, 5, 6 coats.
Yep. Or tinted primer helps. Tinted primer helps.
Can help, but
well, then when you want to paint over it, because those days are gone,
that takes just as long to get that. Yeah. And then modern paints have shifted, and the technology behind all these materials is always changing. So modern paints tend to cover a little bit better.
They do. And one thing I definitely want to bring up, if you do if you do decide to do red paint, flat is probably the best finish for a deep dark wall like that, because once you start adding like an eggshell or satin finish, you get this really high sheen.
Yeah.
And that can completely just cause shadowing and really kind of distort the color. So a flat in a deep tone is usually the best.
Better way to go there.
Yeah, and also too, if nothing's usually square or the walls aren't
smooth,
flat, and those imperfections really show up
on those glossy finishes.
Yeah, that's the problem with shiny paints, is you better have a real wall. Yeah. Every guy's favorite color, pink.
Pink.
Yeah.
Feminine. That was a good example, right?
Playful. Playful, certainly feminine, although not only feminine, obviously. You see a lot of pink but men wear a lot of pink ties and.
That's true.
Yeah. Salmon colors are a little more masculine.
Salmon, yeah, that's true. Salmon's a little more masculine. Blue, I think most people would agree blue is very calming, tranquil. Favorite color of a lot of people for whatever reason.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Very popular right now.
That's your favorite. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's one of our colors of our company.
Yeah.
Us too.
We've got the primary color, blue.
we're right there. Bold. Purple. I don't see a lot of purple really in design, even though it is a nice color.
It is a nice color. It is a little
little
difficult.
girl's room. You saw it for a while, but yeah, it is. Yeah, a lot of people are not requesting it, first of all, and you don't see it in a lot of pattern and fabrics and things like that as much, or thrown in there as part of
like some designs.
Yeah,
you see it in a lot of like fantasy type things because it has that sort of whimsical.
Right.
It does. Yeah, purple's very whimsical.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is a cool color. It just occurred to me that we don't really see it used very much. There is that. There is that countertop. Cambria has a countertop. It's our showroom manager's favorite, Annika.
Yeah.
With Cambria Annika.
With the gold flecks.
Oh yeah.
Got the purple amethyst.
It does have it in there.
I just used that actually.
Yeah, that would look great. Actually, the light lavender wall with that,
Yeah.
You make it work.
You could make it a good color scheme.
Absolutely. Yeah,
lavender is very, you have to. I feel like you have to be a little bit more careful with the lighter purples because they become very playful, and childlike. So it's hard to bring a lot of sophistication.
Whether it has a lot of red or blue in it.
Too. And then you're great.
Right.
Makes sense. Orange. Orange is kind of a hard one too. I guess in the Southwest, you see a lot of orange and rust tones.
And again, it's in that natural environment too, So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it is sort of like that's the landscape out there.
The landscape, right.
Yeah, but I don't really see it much down here in Florida.
No, not even up here.
We don't do it a lot.
I had my hallways in one of my house painted. It was more of a salmon, right? And it was just because it was such a skinny hallway, but it kind of made you feel like good
Yeah.
walking through that small hallway, you know.
Yeah. That's a cool thing to do in a hallway too, because hallways are typically pretty boring.
Right.
Or you don't think much about them, but painting them a nice color like that
Accents.
at least makes you think about it when you walk in. Yeah, creates some difference.
It was on the way to the kitchen, stimulates appetite. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, make you hungry if you walk through. I'm trying to think of restaurants that have orange themes. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I was trying to think of that too, because I know like a lot of restaurants use like, you know, like you think McDonald's yellow and red because that also stimulates appetite.
That's why you don't see a lot of blue in restaurants at all. To be the opposite, because that
because that's calming and cooling.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's interesting. Green, emerald green, popular in cabinets right now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a recent one too, isn't it?
Yeah. This
That's
is
cool.
2 years ago.
Restful,
That's
fresh.
a screen. Yeah, that's a more intense screen. I will say we've definitely been seeing a big upswing on
a gray green.
yeah, like the softer greens.
Gotcha.
Yeah, kind of like the softer blues and grays that we've been doing. I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more of those.
That's sort of
soft greens
a
with
sweetness
cream.
kind of green.
And greens with cream instead of white.
Right.
You know, because it just softens everything. So
It's softer, yeah. Yeah, I see green again. Like a green with a cream is a good combination.
Yeah.
I'm about to do a kitchen with that. The perimeter's cream and
It's
then
like
a green.
It's almost like an olive tone, but lighter, like a pastel olive tone
Right.
kind of.
Yeah, it's very soft, grayscale.
Yeah, very soft. Yeah, we've got a few cabinet doors here in the showroom in that color scheme. One of those, I find those sort of softer greens. It's one of the few colors that I see men and women agree upon the most.
Yeah, it's appealing to both. Yeah, it is. It's a good color to compromise on, I think.
Yeah,
Just
you don't
like blue.
see a lot of fighting. Whereas with some of the other colors, you'll see it's either a love-hate.
Right.
But with those softer greens, you get a lot of consensus.
Yeah. Well, I think